Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Introductions to WorkFlow AnyWare with Sage ERP System Executive Webinar Session. Today we'll be talking about AnyWare Apps, WorkFlow AnyWare platform integrated with Sage ERP System. Also, we'll demonstrate an application developed on WorkFlow AnyWare to manage business processes in cannabis industry. It is called ERP Cannabis, powered by WorkFlow AnyWare, and we'll be also demonstrating that application live in our demo system. My name is Kevin Devecioglu from AnyWare Apps. Today with me, I have my colleague Samvat, our pre-sales software engineer. Together, we'll be introducing WorkFlow AnyWare, an application in AnyWare Apps product family. We'll be talking about its benefits, its features, and we'll demonstrate WorkFlow AnyWare's capabilities in our demo environment. Our scope when we are offering WorkFlow AnyWare is digital transformation. What is digital transformation? Digital transformation is adapting an organization's structure and strategy to capture opportunities enabled by technology. And there are benefits of digital transformation. You can be more competitive. You can be more productive, efficient at your organization. You can reduce cost. You can increase customer satisfaction. And you can increase sales and market share. That is why we generated and we created WorkFlow AnyWare electronic business process automation platform. We've been developing WorkFlow AnyWare since 1998. We have more than 500 corporate customers and more than 1.5 million professional users. WorkFlow AnyWare is a platform. It is designed to help you digitize your electronic business processes. Any business process that you have on paper, on spreadsheets, on Word files can be digitized on WorkFlow AnyWare so that you can run your business processes in a digital environment. It is a low-code, no-code electronic business development platform. Easy to use, scalable, has a modern technology, multi-location, multi-currency, and multi-language. Right now, there are more than 50,000 business processes running on WorkFlow AnyWare, automated and digitally available for corporate customers. Since WorkFlow AnyWare has a very modern technology, it is integrated and ready to integrate with many other systems. WorkFlow AnyWare is already integrated with Sage ERP system. Also, WorkFlow AnyWare is ready to integrate with CRM systems, manufacturing execution systems, QAS systems, iOS, IoT devices, and many other business software systems that WorkFlow AnyWare is capable of integrating. These integrations are optional and they're always available. It's basically helps you have an integrated business process management system. So there will be no need for double entry and you can manage all your business processes seamlessly in a digitized and automatic environment. WorkFlow AnyWare has modules. It has 4 major modules. There is Workflow module, document and records management module, capture module, and executive dashboard module. In core, WorkFlow AnyWare's real strength and the core module is Workflow module. WorkFlow AnyWare was born as a workflow engine, and later on, document management, capture, and executive dashboard modules built around it. That is why it is very flexible, it's powerful, and it's easy to use. Workflow module of WorkFlow AnyWare has drag and drop technology. Since any business process has 2 parts, a form and a workflow, on the Workflow module of WorkFlow AnyWare, you can digitize your forms as well as your workflows with drag and drop technology. It has notifications, reminders, and escalations available. You can approve, delegate, and transfer tasks and requirements in the system from one user to another. It has a very safe environment. It's secure. It has unique username, password, encryption capabilities. It also has audit trail available. And also, if you like to strengthen your login options, you can also use multi-factor authentication to make sure that you have extra layer of security while you are connecting WorkFlow AnyWare. There are many different business processes that you can digitize on WorkFlow AnyWare. Expense management, change management, training management, purchasing management, HR onboarding, offboarding, call to control, vendor approval, customer approval, stock item approval, and many other processes can be digitized and automated on WorkFlow AnyWare based on your business requirements, your expectations, and your company's hierarchy. As I mentioned earlier, there are more than 50,000 business processes digitized on WorkFlow AnyWare, running on daily basis. Later today, in this executive webinar session, we'll be demonstrating ERP Cannabis application powered by WorkFlow AnyWare to demonstrate how you can use WorkFlow AnyWare in cannabis industry to manage business processes. And my colleague Sam will be demonstrating ERP Cannabis application in a minute. Next is document management module. Document management module is designed to help you manage all your documents in a digital environment. It is a repository. It is safe, easy to use, and has a secure environment with encryption capabilities. It is role-based, just like entire platform, and you can manage all your business processes with permissions available. Documents may be your Word files, PDF files, videos, any type of document available in the platform. Capture module has an OCR technology. OCR stands for optical character recognition. It captures characters on any document. There may be invoices, contracts, deals, receipts, and once system captures characters, it can help you automate business processes with approvals, with workflows, with certain criteria that you set in the system. And finally, there is executive dashboard module. It helps you have visual reports on the system. Data can come from WorkFlow AnyWare. It can come from any other system. It can have bar charts, pie charts, tables, maps, and many other visual and interactive reporting tools, especially for executives, managers, and decision makers. WorkFlow AnyWare is a certified application of Sage Intacct ERP system. This is a screenshot of AnyWare Apps official page in Sage Intacct's official marketplace. So that's an officiated, certified application. WorkFlow AnyWare is a platform in Sage Intacct ecosystem. WorkFlow AnyWare has strong integration points with Sage Intacct, and it's very flexible. It pulls and push master data, and we are ready to further this integration. Depends on the business process that you like to digitize on WorkFlow AnyWare electronic business process automation platform. There are many reputable organizations using WorkFlow AnyWare. These important brands put their trust and their confidence in WorkFlow AnyWare, and they have been using our system for many, many years. We work with 3M, we work with Ford, Hyundai, we work with Bridgestone, we work with the Nissan Alliance, we work with Unilever, United Nations, Starbucks, and many other reputable organizations. United Nations is also using WorkFlow AnyWare to manage refugees documentation and business processes with regards to refugee documents, processes, and transactions. Now, I'd like to invite my colleague, Sam Watt, for him to show and tell about ERP Cannabis application powered by WorkFlow AnyWare. As we all know, cannabis is an industry that's been growing for years, and we have industry-specific experience in cannabis industry. Also, we have experience in business process automation and digitization. That is why we have decided to develop this application on WorkFlow AnyWare to help companies in cannabis industry manage business processes in a digital, paperless, and automated work environment. Sam, if you are ready, please take over the screen and show us how ERP Cannabis ready to help companies in cannabis industry to automate and digitize business processes independently as well as integrated with Sage Intake.
Okay, and thank you for joining today's webinar. And this is Sam. And thank you, Kevin, for your presentation. And now I will demonstrate you ERP Cannabis powered by WorkFlow AnyWare. And as Kevin mentioned in his presentation, this application is integrated with Sage Intake so that they can work on the same page of your web browser, like you connecting Sage Intake. You see now I'm logging into my account, and then I can connect to ERP Cannabis and open it on the same page of my web browser. And on the top, of course, you can go to different module of Sage Intake and also running ERP Cannabis on the same screen. And this is the homepage after you log in to ERP Cannabis. And by using our application, it's helped you to digitize all your business process as you're in the cannabis industry. Furthermore, it's helped you to comply with those cannabis standard and also regulations as well. As after we log into our application, you can see all the pending tasks and also the request for approval will be shown in the widget on your home screen so that you can have a quick connection and start processing this particular request. And in terms of the notification, you will see your incoming request or pending request on the home screen. And also you will receive a notification in your email inbox as well. So this is the two-way notification features of our application, and make sure you will not miss any important tasks or the requests by using this application. ERP Cannabis is a permission-based application, and which means not everyone can see everything. You can see and you can do based on the permissions that are granted to your account. Therefore, different users will have different permissions based on their role, position, profession, department, or group. And as now I'm logging in as the admin so that I have the full control of the system. And typical example will be the application that we can see in ERP Cannabis. So right here, these are all the applications that we have in ERP Cannabis. So it's helped you to manage the operation in your purchasing operation or production process. And also we can see more like we have also the application that is integrated with metric as well. And at last, there is a reporting tool that allows us to create the report in ERP Cannabis. So thanks to the workflow module of WorkFlow AnyWare, so that we can have different application in ERP Cannabis and help you to digitize and automate all the process that you have as you're in the cannabis industry. So first of all, we come to the purchasing. This is one of the category that we have, and you can find all this application under purchasing. For example, you can create your purchase receipt and also make your purchase request for the inventory, like the items, or place a process order if there's any. And we can open one of them, and let me show you. And this is the form side. As all the business process that we digitize in WorkFlow AnyWare, there is a form side and also the flow side. And as for the flow side, you can see this is a unique workflow behind this application, meaning this is the one for requesting um, or for creating a purchase request. So as for the workflow and also the form design, they are not constant, meaning we can always update the form design and also the workflow based upon the actual operation during the implementation process. Therefore, while we are deploying WorkFlow AnyWare and ERP Cannabis on your on-premise or cloud server, we will also design the form and also the workflow based upon your actual operations or your preference. And right here, you can see we can create a purchase request by entering our name, say Sam, and then we can also pick and choose the company name from the drop-down list. So by using this drop-down list, it also helps you to minimize the human error that might occur while our employees are filling this form. If there's any comment that you want to put in this open text box, you're more than welcome to do so. Saying this comments 1, 2, 3. And if there's any document that you want to upload to the system as supportive information, for example, then you can upload right here. And then this document will be attached with your request. And you can open this one, and your document will be shown in the built-in browser of WorkFlow AnyWare. And you can start reading your document right here without installing any other software to read your document. And as for ERP Cannabis, it supports different document type, different document format, like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, PDF, image, and even video or audio. And right here, we can enter the item's description as for requesting a purchase request. And we can also pick and choose the item category. Those are coming from predefined in ERP Cannabis. And we can enter the quantity that we need and also the UOM, unit of measurement. And also for the rest of the information, like the price, the vendor information, and also the department, and pick and choose the status. And if you notice right here, you can see the total amount or the price is calculated automatically by the system, like based upon your quantity that you enter and also the price. And if we change it like now, it's cost $44 each, and the price will change accordingly. So it's helped you to minimize, again, the human error, especially while you're doing your calculation. And you don't even need your calculator for any calculation by using ERP Cannabis. Once it is ready, then we can save this, and all the item will be filled into this table, and we are ready to go now to send this to the workflow. And as for now, we can see the flow history page, which showed you the status of your request and also the date and time that you send this out. Also, you can see who we are waiting for the next level of the approval, so that if your request is sitting there for like 3 days, and you're more than welcome to come back to this page and see what is the status of your request and contact the approver if needed, see if there's anything wrong with your purchase request. Okay. And as now I'm also the approver in this demo environment, so that I can review this particular request, read all the information. If there's if it is okay, then on the top there's 2 buttons that we can either approve or reject it. Okay, and if we are going to reject it, we have to enter the reason why we are rejecting this request. You cannot reject it just for rejecting, and we want to keep your business operation running. So you have to enter the information and let the request to know why you're rejecting this particular request. And in the contrast, you can also approve this request, and this request will be now saved in the archive of ERP Cannabis. As you can tell from the flow history page, that this request is finished with the date, time, and also the status. And this is one of the examples that we have under this purchasing category. And also we have the production category. It's help you to manage different production process by using ERP Cannabis. For example, we can see all the raw material record, and to the production inventory, we can create our recipe, or managing our inventory, or create different material as the master data that we have here, as ERP Cannabis running as a standalone. Also, if ERP Cannabis, in this case, it is integrated with Sage Intacct, then all the material information are coming from Sage Intacct and feed ERP Cannabis accordingly. So right here, let me open one of the example. Like we can create our recipe, then we can pick and choose the company and also the facility information. And also the recipe name, like THC 001, for example. And then we can pick and choose also the material. Let's say we need the garden soil, and then what is the target quantity? Let's say 10 of them. And then we can also add the process to this recipe as well, like how we can get this THC 001 out from our production. Then we can enter the labor time, the machine hour, and the setup hour, for example, and add the description here. So now all the information will be fed to the application, and you can see the recipe is now almost there. We have to also enter the ingredient as well, like putting in what is needed, how many of them that we need, and we can also put the UOM and any comment if needed. So right now it is ready, and again, there is a unique workflow behind every single application that we have in ERP Cannabis, so that we can save this, and this recipe will be saved in ERP Cannabis. As you can tell from the flow history page, now it is finished with the date and also the time. And right here, let me show you as one of the example process that we have that is integrated with metric. So we have different application that is ready here. And for example, we have the test package. Again, similar to those I've just shown, we can fill in our form, choosing the facility, department, and also the pick and choose metric ID. After that, we can put this to the workflow, and it will be saved into ERP Cannabis. At last, there is a reporting tool that allows us to see all the record that we have saved in ERP Cannabis. For example, the recipe library. Here is all the record that we have, and those will be saved in the archive of ERP Cannabis. For example, this is the one that we have just created. We remember the THC 001. So this is the one that we have created and put into the archive of ERP Cannabis. And anytime we can open this one and see the recipe that we have created. So think about like when we are creating our product, and for some reason, we want to make sure or double confirm the recipe. And we can always come back to this page and find the recipe for this particular product that we are producing. It's come to the end of my demonstration. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sam, for your demonstration. As seen in Sam's demonstration for ERP Cannabis application powered by WorkFlow AnyWare, there are many different business processes can be run on ERP Cannabis by WorkFlow AnyWare. One of the requirements happens to be traceability and compliance. And system is already integrated with metric compliance and tracking system. There are other tracking systems available in US, and we have integration capabilities ready for those as well. You may be a grower, you may be a dispensary, you may be a processor. Regardless of what part of cannabis industry you are at, you can use ERP Cannabis for your business management processes to run them digitally in a paperless and automated work environment. Of course, if you have any questions, please feel free to let us know, and we'll be happy to address your question. And if you'd like to reach out to us, you can send us an email, info@anywareapps.com, and we'll be happy to schedule a one-on-one meeting with you. WorkFlow AnyWare is a low-code, no-code digital business process automation platform. As we presented and demonstrated, it is easy to use and it's scalable. It's been in the market since 1998. We have more than 500 corporate customers using WorkFlow AnyWare, and there are more than 1.5 million professional users using WorkFlow AnyWare to automate and digitize business processes. These business processes may be cannabis-related business processes, purchasing, sales, CRM, marketing, change management, training, HR onboarding, offboarding. All these business processes and more can be digitized based on your company's business processes, business requirements, expectations, and hierarchy. Any business process that we put together for you, you can use them on a laptop, on a desktop, on a smartphone, and on tablet. So you can totally go digital and paperless with the help of WorkFlow AnyWare. WorkFlow AnyWare is vertical free. You can use WorkFlow AnyWare in any industry. Earlier, my colleague Sam demonstrated ERP Cannabis application powered by WorkFlow AnyWare, designed for cannabis industry. In addition, there are many other business processes that we develop and we are able to develop for you, regardless of what industry you are. Automotive, banking, healthcare, manufacturing, medical device, mining, oil and gas, energy, pharma, construction are some of them. This flexible tool is to help you digitize your business processes today and tomorrow. We have customers using WorkFlow AnyWare for decades and many more years to come, that we are sure of. Before we end our webinar session, I'd like to invite you to our YouTube channel. When you go to YouTube, please type AnyWare Apps, and you'll have a chance to see our previous webinar recording. You'll have a chance to see short product videos for your review and for your information. And please make sure to subscribe our YouTube channel so you'll be notified anytime we have new video uploaded into our YouTube channel. You can see our contact information on the screen. You can contact us by phone or via email. Our email is info@anywareapps.com. You can send us an email. You can send us your questions or your meeting request, and we can schedule a one-on-one meeting with you. Also on this screen, you can also see our other AnyWare app products. Asset management AnyWare, quality assurance AnyWare are some of them as listed on the screen. You can also visit our website, AnyWareApps.com, for more information. I'd like to thank you for your time and for your interest, and we are looking forward to seeing you in our coming executive webinar sessions. Thank you and have a nice day.